guys, welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year. If you clicked on this video, that means that you are wanting to sell on Amazon using FBA, and don't worry, I'll explain what that is in this video. And I'm so excited that you're here because selling on Amazon is something that I have done for the last 6 years. I've made a lot of money doing it, and what I love to do is teach other people how they can do it as well. So we will go over all of that in today's video. If you do like the video, I would love if you subscribe and like the video so that I know to keep on making more videos similar to this one. Leave any questions you have down in the comment box and let's jump right in. For those of you who are new here and don't know me, I'm Abby and I've been selling on Amazon for the last 6 years. I started back in 2019 and I currently sell 6 different products on the platform. I clear over $1 million a year, and I don't say that to brag, but to let you know that selling on Amazon can be very lucrative if you do it the right way. So the purpose of this video is to give you an introduction into how you can get started with Amazon selling and some things that you should look out for as you apply for your Amazon seller account and start doing your product research. So without further ado, let's start talking Amazon FBA. So to get started, we need to have an understanding of what this business model is. So I keep mentioning Amazon FBA, and FBA stands for Fulfillment by Amazon. What that means is that Amazon delivers products to customers for you. So you don't have to ever deliver products. And that is really one of the best parts of this whole entire business model, is that you get to be hands-off and you can run everything from your computer or your laptop. I think it goes without saying that Amazon essentially has a monopoly on e-commerce and websites that people shop on. There are other options like Walmart.com or Target.com, but none of them come anywhere close to the amount of business and the amount of products that are sold on Amazon every single day. I mention this because I get asked on a regular basis whether or not there is opportunity to sell on Amazon in 2025 and beyond. And my answer is yes. Guys, I promise you, back in 2019, when I started to sell on Amazon or talk about selling on Amazon, even back then, people told me that there was no opportunity. And over the course of the last 6 years, I've made millions of dollars selling on that platform. So I say that to say that there is still plenty of opportunity to make money selling. It all just comes down to the types of products that you choose to sell on the platform. And I think the really cool part about Amazon selling is there's no ceiling to how much money you can make. Unlike a traditional 9-to-5 job, not to shade 9-to-5 jobs because I get it, I had to work one myself. But at the end of the day, you will never have a certain cap of how much money you can make selling on the platform. A little bit risky for me to even mention this in this video, but at the time of recording, we are just a few days away from the supposed TikTok ban. And the reason I'm even bringing that up is that the only platform that has come close to Amazon in terms of ease of use for customers in the recent years has been TikTok Shop. And if you guys aren't aware, TikTok is a social media platform that you can scroll and consume video content. And on there, you can also shop for products similarly to the way that you would shop for products on Amazon. And TikTok Shop has become a way of life for a lot of people. A lot of people make their entire incomes promoting products on TikTok Shop. A lot of businesses utilize it to sell their products. And I bring this up because not every platform is going to stand the test of time the way that Amazon does. Amazon has been around for a long time and it's not going anywhere for the simple fact of the way that it has been ingrained into, honestly, the culture in America. I'm not sure about every other country. And by the way, Amazon does exist in many different marketplaces. There's an Amazon Canada, Amazon Mexico, Amazon UK, Amazon Australia. There are so many different places where Amazon operates. And I'm speaking specifically to the US for the purposes of this example. But Amazon is very much a way that a lot of people buy all of their products. There are people who don't even know how to shop in store because they buy everything online. And Amazon is the first place that they're going to go every single time. So it's important to recognize the scale that Amazon operates on and just how many people are shopping on there on a regular basis, because then that lets you know how much of an opportunity you have to sell on the platform so that you can supply the demand of the American people. I mean, every single day, people are buying exorbitant amounts of the most random products that you could ever imagine. The things that you can see in whatever room you're in right now, if you're in your bedroom, in your kitchen, in the bathroom, on the toilet, watching this video, wherever you're at, the products that you see all around you are private labeled products. So that brings me to my next point. Let me quickly explain to you what private label is, because that is the business model that I use with selling on Amazon. There are many different business models that you can use to sell on Amazon. I'm going to speak specifically about private label because that is what I do, that is what I teach, and that is how I've made my money. So what private label is, it's a method of selling where you are buying products in bulk. You are having your logo put on that product and then you are reselling it for a higher price than what you bought it for. The important thing to remember with private label is that yes, you are buying the products in bulk up front. That is a turnoff for some people. That will deter some people from going into this business model. But I'm telling you guys that the payoff when you do it this way is massive. You are going to be creating your own brand. And I know that probably sounds very complicated and scary. It is so easy. You guys are going to be mind blown at the fact that you can literally go and sell your own private labeled lip gloss, your own private labeled cell phone case. Don't sell that product. It's a bad product, but I'm just using it as an example. You can really create your own version of anything. And I think that there's so much creativity that you can utilize when you are, kind of figuring how to customize your product and how to make it stand out amongst your competitors. That is something that I will talk about in future videos and on the videos already posted here on my channel in regards to picking products to sell on Amazon that are going to make you a lot of money. Now that we have an understanding of what private label is and how that incorporates with FBA, and just as a quick recap, private label, you're buying the products in a large amount from a supplier, your logo is put on the product, and then it's sent directly to Amazon for them to fulfill the orders, meaning shipping them out to the customers. So that is how the whole thing works on a high level. But let's get into the details of how you can actually get started with launching a product on Amazon and actually getting to the point where you're making some money. First things first, you're going to create your Amazon seller account. The website that you go to in order to do this is sell.amazon.com. There are two different types of accounts that you can have on Amazon. One is an individual account and one is a professional account. The version that you guys are going to want to get is the professional account because with that version, you are going to be able to sell an unlimited amount of products compared to the individual version where you can only sell 40 units of a product per month. Also with the professional version, you get to do things like run advertising on your products, which will get you more eyes, more traffic, and more sales onto your products. A quick pro tip is if you don't have a product that you know you're going to want to sell just yet, you can sign up for your Amazon account with the individual account because that one does not have a monthly fee. The professional version does have a monthly fee of $40. So if you want to make sure that you're not paying for that account before you're able to fully use it, start off with the individual selling account and then upgrade to the professional account when you are ready to actually list your product. The application process for your Amazon seller account is going to be pretty straightforward, and they are going to ask you for some information about you, where you live. They're going to want to verify all of that info, and they're also going to want some documents in order to approve your account. Here are a couple of tips of things that you want to look out for. They are going to ask you a question during the process that is going to say something along the lines of what is your business type? And when they're asking you what is your business type, they are asking essentially how your business is structured. Don't worry if you are someone who has no idea what that even means. It's all good. If you are someone without an existing business entity, like an LLC, I'm sure you've heard that term before, stands for limited liability company. No worries. If you do not have an LLC, it is totally fine. You can sell on Amazon as a sole proprietor. A sole proprietor just means that you are your business. You don't have a separate LLC. And I started off with my Amazon journey as a sole proprietor. I did not have an LLC for the first year of operation of my business. And that first year I did about 100K in sales operating as a sole proprietor. So it's totally fine to go that route just so you can get started, and you can always incorporate and get an LLC later on. So in order to get past that prompt when they ask you what is your business type, just select none, I am an individual. And that just tells them that you're a sole proprietor without an LLC. You're also going to encounter another prompt where they ask you if you are the legal manufacturer or brand owner of the products that you plan to sell on Amazon. And you can say yes to that question. You're not the manufacturer, but you are going to be the brand owner. And they are going to ask you whether or not you have trademarks for your brand. And you can just say no if you don't have a trademark, which most of you are not going to have a trademark. And just real quick for clarity, a trademark is a protection for a logo or a brand name. So whatever brand name that you decide to sell your product underneath, is something that you can trademark later on so that you have protection from the government so people cannot use your brand name to sell knockoffs of your product. Again, this is something that it's okay to not have right off of the bat. When I started on Amazon, I did not have an LLC and I also did not have a trademark, and I was totally fine. This is something that you can do later on in the process, so don't stress. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about in terms of getting approved for your seller account is your documents. You are going to go through what they call a tax interview, which is essentially Amazon just trying to verify your identity, verify your address, and make sure that everything checks out. So in this process, they're going to ask you for an ID. This could be something like a passport or a driver's license or a state ID. And then they're also going to ask you for something to verify your address. And this could be as simple as a bank account statement or a utility bill. A quick tip that I can give you here is that when you are submitting your documents, make sure that they are shown in full and that everything is legible, no blurry photos. In fact, if you can actually scan, and if you have an iPhone, you can actually scan with your camera, it will be easier for them to verify your documents and your information so that everything looks legitimate to them. And also make sure that if you are submitting something that requires a signature, like your passport, when you submit that passport page, make sure that your signature is legible on there and that all the edges and all the corners are visible in the image that you send them. And also, if you're submitting a bank account statement or a utility bill that is found online, download the PDF and submit that versus just taking a screenshot. Sometimes that can help you get verified quicker as well. Last but not least, they're going to do a video call with you in order to verify once again that you are who you say you are. And in this video call, most likely you are going to have a very, very quick verification. This is something that lasts only a couple of minutes with an Amazon representative, and they're just going to want to see your documents one more time. So make sure you have your documents handy that you had submitted virtually. And when you do that, you will be approved to sell on Amazon. Real quick, for some people, they might do a address verification where they might send you a postcard in the mail to check your address. And if they do that, you should receive that address verification, that little postcard in the mail within, I would say, anywhere between 2 days and 1 week. So keep an eye out for that. Not everyone has that as a step in their process, but I just wanted to mention it in case you encounter that so that you know that it's normal. And for some people, they do that. For some people, they don't. And I don't know why. But once you have submitted everything and answered all of their questions, you will be approved to sell on Amazon and you can move on to the next step. The next step in the process is to do some product research. And this can be fun or it can be a bit of a challenge depending on how you choose to look at it. So I challenge you to look at it as something that is fun, because you could literally be looking for a $10,000 a month product and you just don't know it yet. So be optimistic as you're doing your product research, because you really could find a hidden gem and be able to do amazing things with the money that you can make selling that product. So go into it with a positive attitude. When it comes to product research, you are going to want to use a software. A lot of people who are new to selling on Amazon or new to business in general don't understand the importance of market research. And so when you use a software, it makes it much more effective for you to be able to see data points and be able to see tangible information so that you pick profitable products to sell. You don't want to go in blind. You don't want to pick some random product that you saw on Pinterest and just choose to sell it on Amazon without any additional information. So that's the purpose of the software. Now, I got your back, and I will tell you the software that I use that is absolutely the best in the industry, and that is called Helium 10. Helium 10 is the product research tool that I have used for the last 6 years, and it has helped me find my $10,000 a month products, my $50,000 a month products, and it has definitely contributed to my success with selling on Amazon. If you watch any of my old videos or any of my future videos, you're going to see me talk about Helium 10. You're going to see me demonstrate how to use Helium 10. It is what I teach in my step-by-step Amazon program. All of my students use it, so I guarantee you that this is going to be the best in the game to help you find the best products to sell on Amazon. With that being said, I have a link in my description box for you guys to try out Helium 10 and also get a discount on the service. It is month to month, and it's something that you can kind of upgrade, downgrade as needed, and I highly recommend that you utilize that as you are doing your product research. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about product research in this video because I've got so many other videos that already touch on it. And actually my next video that will be posted will be a full product research walkthrough for 2025 with all of the new updates with Helium-10. So definitely stay tuned and come back for that video. But what I do want to say is that it's important that you do your product research intentionally and strategically so that you're looking for products that are not seasonal, products that are not too large, not too heavy, not too bulky, because those will all contribute to you paying more fees. More fees means less profits for you. And I know we all want to make as much money as possible. So it's important that you look for products that are small, lightweight, products that people will buy again and again, products that are high in demand, low in competition. These are things that are all signs of a great product to find on Amazon. So as you go through your product research and as you look for different products, make sure that you are verifying them and looking for these qualities so that you don't end up selling something that's not going to actually make you any money. So after you have found your product, you will move on to step 3, which is finding a supplier. And there are lots of different suppliers or manufacturers for all different types of products. Specifically with private label, a lot of Amazon sellers utilize a website called Alibaba.com in order to find suppliers and manufacturers to make our products. One of the benefits of using Alibaba is a lot of the suppliers on there are already familiar with Amazon. So with you being a new seller, you might not know exactly how things are supposed to go, but they will already have experience with the barcodes and knowing how Amazon likes things to be done. Of course, you want to let them know about certain things like the size restrictions of the boxes and other small details like that, because Amazon can be particular, but they should already kind of know the drill when it comes to sending products to Amazon. Some qualities of a good supplier on Alibaba is that they've been in business for 2 years or more, that they are a verified supplier, and that they have a good response rate. But you are going to want to gain your own personal experience with these suppliers by having conversations with them and just seeing how they interact with you, seeing how responsive they are to you and what they're able to offer you in terms of price point, in terms of quality, and other factors. If you guys would like an updated video on looking for suppliers with Alibaba, let me know and I'm happy to make that video on my channel as well. So after you find a supplier, it's gonna take them anywhere between, I would say, 1 week on the lowest end to about 60 days on the highest end in order to make your products. And I highly recommend that you find a supplier who gives you a lead time. Lead time just stands for manufacturing time of no more than 30 days. If they are talking to you about a lead time of 45 days, 60 days, 90 days, that is way too long and you want to eliminate them from your potential pool of suppliers. 30 days or less is the target because that gives you a supplier who is able to make you a new order so that you can replenish once you run out in a reasonable amount of time. Anything more than 30 days is going to be hard to navigate in terms of your supply chain. Once your suppliers have completed manufacturing the products with your logos on them, you will have them send the products directly to the Amazon Fulfillment Center where they will receive the product, they're going to check them in, and then Amazon will just hold on to the inventory until someone purchases your product on the website. Another really nice thing is that you don't have to make your own website. You are just creating a listing on Amazon's existing website. So that kind of simplifies the process for you so that you can get up and selling more efficiently without having to think about getting a domain name and figuring out your payment system. Amazon already has all of that kind of built in so that you as the seller can just focus on what you do best, which is picking the products, listing them for sale, and watching the money come in. And there you have it, your very own private labeled branded products selling on Amazon. So with that, I hope you have a better understanding of how you can get started with Amazon FBA and selling on the platform this year. This is something that has completely changed my life. I never imagined that I would have 2 7-figure brands selling on Amazon, but here we are, all because I took a chance and believed that I could. And I want to empower you guys and let you know that I believe that you can do it as well. And really all it's going to take is for you to have some motivation, some diligence, a little bit of discipline, put in a little bit of time every day in order to do your product research, and you will get there as long as you keep on trying. So I believe in you. I know you can do this. And if you think of any questions at all, come back to this video and just leave it in the comments. I will do my best to answer as many as I can. And in the future, we will definitely be having live streams here on YouTube. So again, make sure that you are subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next video, which will be a product research video. And I'll see you guys then. Have a great one. Bye.